Warner Music Group versus YouTube. Negotiation and Deal-Making Research Case Study Presentation by Michelle Brandon. Warner Music Group is known as one of the biggest major record labels alongside Universal Music Group and Sony Entertainment, which make up the Big Three. Warner Music Group is the holding company of subsidiary labels such as Atlantic Records and Warner Brothers. YouTube is the #1 video sharing website in the world. YouTube was founded in 2005 and acquired by Google in 2006. The conflict with Warner Music Group and YouTube negotiation began in December 2008 when Warner Music Group decided to pull all of its content from the YouTube website. The reasoning was due to Warner Music Group not feeling as if they were being rightfully compensated for its artists' music and user-generated videos being displayed on the site, and the lack of money that was produced from the advertisement on the videos. The licensing rates began to become a problem for Warner Music Group and they wanted to seek change. Warner Music Group's position in the negotiation was to gain control over the advertisement that was being displayed on the YouTube platform. At the time, brand advertising was seen by labels as a potential new vein of revenue to help offset declining CD sales and flattening out of digital music sales throughout stores such as Apple's iTunes. YouTube's position in the negotiation was reiterating Google's statement that in the past it did not make a material amount of money from YouTube, so increasing payouts to content owners could mean YouTube would cost the company money to operate. Warner Music Group wanted to be able to include more commerce and social networking capabilities to a premium video player YouTube is creating for the label. Due to the changes in the way listeners bought and listened to music, the digital streaming industry was beginning to be on an uprise. Being able to intertwine social networking and commerce into a larger platform, it was a way for Warner Music Group to stay abreast of the upcoming trend. YouTube believed in creative freedom, allowing its users to be able to post whatever it was they liked and not be penalized for it. A majority of YouTube users would use Warner Music Group's artist music in the background or to do a cover of a popular song. YouTube's underlying interest was to have control over advertisement of videos that were being featured by Warner Music Group's artists, when before there was an option to have Google sell ads for the major labels. YouTube wanted to expand its video advertising business in media companies. A negotiation technique that was used was separating people from the problem. Both parties understood the need for each other's services. Warner Music Group began to lose fans and views when they pulled their videos off of the site because YouTube was such a major hub for music content, whereas YouTube needed to get the licensing agreement before its users could use Warner Music Group's artists in their videos. Because Warner Music Group could not come to an agreement with YouTube, the removal of all Warner Music Group's content is considered to be the label's best alternative backup plan during the negotiation process. Warner Music Group was not afraid to walk away when the standards were not met to its satisfaction. Lastly, the dirty tricks technique was used by both parties when releasing statements to the public. The label expressed its frustrations through a representative from Warner Music Group by stating, "We simply cannot accept terms that fail to appropriately and fairly compensate recording artists, songwriters, labels, and publishers for the value they provide." Warner Music Group released a statement to create pressure on YouTube to increase payouts. YouTube responded with, "It isn't always possible to maintain these innovative agreements. Sometimes, if we can't teach acceptable business terms, we must part ways with successful partners." When Warner Music Group decided to pull its music off of YouTube, YouTube had its users conform to the standards of either audio swapping, which allows them to change the music on their videos, or having the video deleted altogether. This was a process that went well to satisfy both parties during the negotiation process. Within the negotiation process, disagreements about whether the label should be paid in advance or after the videos are viewed have contributed to the tension between Warner Music and YouTube. Because it is conflict, it is noted that this may be what prolonged the final decision between Warner Music Group and YouTube. An agreement was met in September 2009 when Warner Music Group allowed YouTube to begin playing its content again. Warner had attained the rights to sell ads against its own official videos on YouTube and on user-generated videos that use its songs as the soundtrack. Warner would also be responsible for selling advertising against its own videos, so it will decide how much is charged for ads and find ad buyers on its own, rather than settling for whatever Google decides on. The new deal includes both recorded music and publishing rights through Warner Chappell. In efforts to attract premium advertisers, Warner Music Group planned to create a separate channel within YouTube consisting only of premium content. Warner would not create a freestanding website, but instead, music videos would remain on the YouTube.com website. In addition, individual artist pages or channels would be redesigned to emphasize things like digital download sales and links to artists on own websites. The pages could also be customized for corporate sponsors. YouTube users will be able to include Warner Music and videos they submit as well, around which the label can also sell ads if it chooses. The agreement that was reached between Warner Music Group and YouTube did foster a long-term, meaningful relationship between the two companies. Since the agreement, the music streaming industry has advanced in which YouTube plays are being accounted into the number of records being sold. The relationship between the two works hand in hand because the streaming numbers are now being incorporated into Billboard and Nielsen placements, along with the RIAA certification standards.